Hi, and welcome to I Am Powered by Love TV. My name is Josh. I'm one of the Akashic Records reader here. We are doing our soul scopes. So today we are doing Gemini Decan 3. So I want to welcome you guys here. Those birthdays through June 11th through the 20th. We do want to welcome you to this space. Also, anyone who is new, also want to welcome you in and thank you guys for joining us today and watching this video here. So we're going to go ahead and get moving and talk about how we, channel from the Akash with all of our readings through, our guides and masters and high keepers and readers and things like that. So we are actually shifting and moving right now, and with Decan 3, we're going to kind of jump right in as they provide me with this here. We have high energy right now. It seems like I'm just getting a buzzing all around the crown chakra. You guys are lit up right now. Very intuitive, very moving towards and searching for your soul purpose, which is great. Hopefully this landed you right here. With that comes the grounding. Because as we reach in this higher energy is really affecting you guys in this point. But that grounding has to go down, and to anchor that so that way you can keep that at all times. There has to be a solid flow going down, and as I go down, we have a little constrictiveness here and a little constrictiveness, so heart and the will, the belief here at our solar plexus. So that's just kind of a few things that they wanted to kind of shine. But at this moment, you guys are really being intuitive, and you guys are hearing real well and becoming more aware of the things, and the synchronicities are hitting you guys pretty heavy. You guys are almost on this like real crazy journey where you guys are thinking like, oh, I got some superpowers. Something's going on. Like I'm predicting something. Like this is happening. I had this prophetic dream. I was flying. I was cruising. I was moving. I was doing all these crazy things. Like you're in this flow state right now, and it's very beautiful, very comfortable. But you need to understand the patience that it takes, because right now they want you not to overdrive yourself with this. They want you to stay centered and stay patient, stay grounded, because too much head in the clouds, they're definitely gonna let you. When your feet come down, you're gonna break a leg. It's gonna be detrimental. It's gonna be something setting you back a little far. So they really want you to understand the duality of yourself, of being two beings, of being a higher self and your soul, and your soul self as one. They want you to come to as a collective. We're actually going to pull out the consciousness here. This is our consciousness deck. It's going to just let us know where you guys are sitting right now as we move forward up in this higher consciousness. You guys are really cruising right now. I can just feel my head just really buzzing before, right up in here in the third eye, top of my head. Just got my hat to keep it in though. So there's one that popped out here. With I'm Powered by Love, what comes to show up pops up. So we're just gonna go ahead and use that. There is gonna be a couple other ones, so I'm gonna continue shuffling here as we move. Oh, looks like we had two. I really wanted you to know here. So the two that popped out on us here, we're just literally getting talked about here about your intuition and the positive movement. You guys are moving in the right direction. You're hearing it. You're becoming more aware. You're understanding it and moving in these shifts of one opportunity after the next. It seems these business opportunities for some of you are actually moving you upwards in the career opportunity that you want, and you're noticing that, and you're seizing these opportunities, and you're just like, wow, this is cool. Like I just talked about this the other day, and now it's happening. Like that is that manifesting point. That is that intuition. That is that following and moving in those positive movements. One thing here that I also pull is emotional loss. This is an ego death. This has nothing to do, this is more of a death in the belief of that ego. So drowning out that voice that has hindered us in the past. And we've realized that. We've become aware that you notice that is being quieter lately as you're following and you're going with that intuition. So this is definitely an ego death, and I love the nautilus symbol here. It just symbolizes that positive movement and growth forward, and that expansion that you're experiencing right now. It is huge. It's off the chain right now. And we're going to sit here with our power because you're feeling mighty strong, mighty powerful. And so this sacred power deck right here is going to allow you to understand where we sit. And don't forget, they have not forgotten about the grounding, because that is one thing that we do need to continue to work on. So we'll actually get into the lunar deck here with our Moonology deck, because the Moonology deck is going to let us know about the steps we need to take to achieve that grounding and overcome those things. So I'm going to just go ahead and show you this. This is our sacred power deck right here. So the sacred power deck is going to show you the upcoming transitions of the transcendence, using those nice those words there, of the abilities that we're capable of. So these are really tight. Manifestation. Boom. That's it. That's literally what you've been doing. This is the understanding of now manifesting from a state of love. Right now, you are experiencing that in glimpses, experiencing that in kind of like it's like oh, here it is, and then you lose it for a while, and then oh, here it is again. Right now, they want you. The reason they brought up the grounding is because this is the crucial point to center yourself in that love and eradicate that self-doubt space. It's not, there's no major fears, maybe you're fearful for the future and things that are going on with COVID, but this manifestation just kind of trumps all of that, because once you disregard the notion that you can't do this, that I can't do that, I can't get that, how am I going to get that, I got to do what, how am I going to get a house, or how am I going to pay off this car, or get this car that I want, I don't know, I can't, not right now, I don't see that right now, When you begin to talk like that, you're putting that in your belief system, and that becomes your manifestation. That becomes your reality. Then you aren't going to be able to do any of those things. So in this time, they're giving you those glimpses of showing you that power that you have, that intuition. So right now we're doing this Moonology deck here, because with the full moon coming up, this is one thing that they're going to want you to, new moon coming up, this is one thing that they're going to want you to sit with and take the steps to solidify the grounding. Because once you do that, then you'll have access to higher chakras, higher than the 7, allowing you to open up those abilities, those access points that have been dormant, your ancestral abilities, the physical abilities. Some of you may be experiencing physical abilities. If that is you and that resonates with you, please reach out to us. Email. My phone number is going to be on the website. Click on the website, send us an email, let us know. Definitely reach out to us if that did resonate. Wow. Well, personal issue reaches a resolution. So this is what we had talked about with that self-doubt, that personal issues that we're dealing with is how you're going to begin to let that energy ground down into you and seep down and root into Mother Earth, so that way you can access and keep yourself in that flow state at all times. You're experiencing it right now because they're allowing you to, but this state is going to come to an end until we begin to look deeper into ourselves and understand these personal issues that we have to deal with and overcome. And lastly, meditate and contemplate what we just talked about. Revel in it, sit on it, come to and feel and become aware of where these energies are flowing. You know, right now especially when you're in this state and with this new moon coming, they're going to pinpoint these spots so you can know where you're being hit and know what you have to work on. And they'll probably flash you images. They'll probably give you a few notions. So once you begin to meditate, I want to welcome you to our meditation workshop that we're going to be running up here shortly. If you've never meditated before, if you have, then definitely go ahead and do that and meditate and sit with it, so that way you can get those clear, I don't want to say answers, not necessarily answers, but a clear guide on on where the personal issue resides. And then we also help aid in clearing and cleaning those out. So those are some things that we also offer on our workshops here with Finding Your Soul Purpose. That is definitely one that I also want to invite you to with these cards coming up. The intuition, that positive movement forward, is something that you've been looking for. So if this does resonate with you, I do want to thank you guys for tuning in here. Please go ahead and sign up for one of our free, complimentary coachings that we do offer, so we can meet you here, especially if you are hearing about that psychic ability and physical abilities. I'd love to hear from you. Again, I'm Josh here with Empowered Love TV. This was Gemini Decan 3. Have a great day.